Good afternoon, everyone. It is Sunday, January 4th. It's just after 3:30, about 3:45 here. I am going out to run some errands, but in the process of doing that, we are also going to go visit a closing restaurant on its last day. Not like a regular restaurant, it's a fast food establishment, but it is one that is near and dear to me because I frequented this place. I'll just edit that out. That was horrible grammar. My English teachers would not be happy. So we're going to run and get a coffee because I didn't make one today. So we're going to go get a coffee, and then we're going to go to this very special fast food establishment, and also we're going to go grocery shopping. So come along for the ride, and we'll do some history while also eating. So the area that I am driving over to is sort of the area I grew up in, Joliet. Joliet's a very big town, Joliet here, Illinois. And I used to live over here from when I was born till my end of my freshman year in high school. So like 2014, 2015 area, beginning of my sophomore year of high school. We moved out to where I am now, still in Joliet, but just a little bit further west. So Joliet's a very big town. If you don't know Joliet, obviously there's a lot of history behind Joliet. That could be its own video, Joliet, honestly, the history of Joliet. But yeah, we're going over east where I grew up and frequented this Wendy's. I still frequent this Wendy's because I work over towards the east side by Rockdale is where my job is. So yeah, we're headed over there now, and we're gonna get some stuff. It's the new YMCA they're building here right on Route 52. It'll be nice once it's done. It'll be something for the community to do. They're doing something here. I don't know what they're building, a new town center or whatever, but building. So we're gonna do a little grocery shopping first because I'm right here, and plus there's a Starbucks inside here which I can retrieve my coffee at. So let's park and head on in. So the first thing I needed, milk. Got it. Really hard to walk past these without buying them. What are you gonna me do? Okay, back in the car. Groceries acquired. Mostly just stuff for the week. I got milk because I was almost out of it. My brother needed sweetened condensed milk, so I got that. And then I grabbed a pack of ramen and some stuff for my salad that I make for the week. And then also, most important part, I grabbed my coffee from the in-Jewel Starbucks. I was feeling frisky, so I got the venti, the largest of the larges, as they all kind of mean large in their respective languages. But nonetheless, it's tasting very good. So I guess there's only one thing left to do now. We got to take a ride over to that restaurant I was telling you about. Now, it is just about 4:30 here, and the sky's already looking a little dark there. So I know a lot of people, we joke about, living in the Midwest, it's very depressing during winter. Weather-wise, it definitely is depressing, but I don't know that I'd want to live anywhere else full-time because all of the amusement parks I enjoy going to are like within hours of driving. So as opposed to being on the West Coast or down south where Universal and all that is, I mean, that would be great, but I don't have passes to that. I have the Six Flags pass, so I guess I'm going to stick it out for a little bit longer. In fact, just last year, 2 years ago now, 2024, I took a trip out to California to visit their parks. We went from the top of the state down to San Diego, and I really enjoyed it out there. My uncle lives out there. I have family that lives out there near LA, and some of the areas out there were really nice, and the weather was just gorgeous all year round. But especially during that time we visited in late June, early July. So I did for a while thinking about moving out there, getting an apartment, renting an apartment, or buying a house, but it's expensive to buy a house out there. So I was leaning more towards renting an apartment, but I ended up just kind of scrapping the idea because the band I'm in here, I really kind of just fell back in love with playing out again. For a while, I didn't like playing out at all. It felt like more like a job, and I always told myself I would stop if it felt like a job. But I found that I enjoyed it again, so we booked gigs for 2025, and we played all year long, and it was great. And then, so I still have the urge to play, so we're adding, like I said in the last video, we're adding 5 songs. This guy in front of me keeps brake checking me, sorry. So yeah, we're adding 5 songs for 2026, and if we blow through those 5, we'll add another 5. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this year for sure, but I mean, we'll have to see what this year holds. Speaking of coffee, there's a new coffee place they just opened a few months back. 7 Brew seems to be very popular. I haven't tried it yet. I need to try it eventually, but line's not too bad now. But normally during the week, it is a long wait. And yeah, these are kind of the restaurants I go to over here on lunch because I work over in this area. So it's like a 5-minute drive back to the office from any of these spots over here. Unless the traffic's really bad, but it's not right now. I believe we're getting a Jack in the Box there. At one point that was an Arby's, and then it was an Amigos, if you know what that is. It was like a one-off chain, didn't last very long. But Jack in the Box, I believe, is coming soon to there. The Cigar Lounge used to be an old Asian restaurant, and then this Rax has been here forever. Great roast beef there. I believe a Dominic's was in here at one point. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. I don't know if it was the workout place or the self-storage, but it was a Dominic's. One of those was at one point. And then this restaurant right here, Old Fashioned Pancake House, also a staple here in Joliet. Been here forever. So is this Golden Corral, but that's not really a Joliet staple. Another Joliet staple there, Al's Steakhouse. Really good. Kind of not like your high-end steakhouse, but a really decent sit-down restaurant with great steaks and just meats in general, a la carte sides, all that. This was a restaurant I frequented quite a lot when it was open. Pop's Italian Beef. It is for sale now. It only lasted about a year, but it was really good, and I frequented it because they had the best chicken sandwich, best grilled chicken sandwich I've ever had. And so luckily there's still one by where I live, so I eat that quite frequently. This Subway was just on fire. You can see that. So I don't believe it's open right now. So we're not going to Subway. So we're here. This is the restaurant that is closing. It is the last day of operation today. Wendy's. So I'm gonna go ahead and order, and we'll see you when I get the food. So I just ordered. It really sucks that this Wendy's is closing because it's still got that classic. Can't see it from over here kind of, but I'll show it in a minute. It's got that classic old school design to it. A lot of things in this area are closed, and this auto shop has been closed for 2 years, I think. But this Wendy's just got remodeled, so I was kind of hopeful, but oh well. Okay, so got the bag. I ordered a water. We just got to find a spot to eat it now, and I think I know a spot, so it should be right over here, and we can give you more history while we're at it. Also new to the area is this Chick-fil-A. No, that's not where we're going. That is closed today. We should be going right over here. This should be a good spot to eat. Bag. So I'm sitting in a parking lot right now. Now it is a church, the Mosaic Community Church. I think I pronounced that right. Probably not. But it used to be a Cub Foods. My car just automatically shut off, sorry. Because I was idle for too long. Oh well. But I got the biggie bag, because that is my classic combo that I get every time I go to a Wendy's, no matter where it's at. So they cheaped out on the fries today. Normally this Wendy's will give me a good sized fry, but they must have been short on fries today. So feels a little cold, so we'll have to see how it holds up. Here's the burger. Bacon double stack biggie bag. I think $7 it was. So There you go. Not too bad. Look underneath here. Two patties. Two patties, unmelted cheese today. You can see that, unmelted. A couple strips of bacon, pickles, onion, and then ketchup. So, and then that comes with fries, nuggets, and a drink. So, not a bad price. Let's see if we can hold that up there. There we go. Something. All right, that's all of it. Minus the drink, of course. I'm going to put the nuggets down here with the fries. So, I'm going to take a bite of the burger first. Not ice cold, but it is a little cold. Excuse the sirens in the background. ASMR of downtown Joliet here. I get barbecue with, by the way, the nuggets, I get them spicy because I think Wendy's has the best nuggets in the game when it comes to spicy. Even regular, their chicken nuggets are just superior. Nugget. Here, I'll show you give you the angle. Dip. Those are a little cold too. Fries are ice cold. But, oh well. I will say, this Wendy's used to be absolutely awful. Long wait times. Your food was never right. So on, so on. Just horrible. And then 2-3 years ago, I came here for lunch one day because I stopped going because of the service. Came here for lunch one day and service was quick. My food was piping hot and it was correct. So they must have changed management around or whatever. But since then, they've been like on top of their game. They extended their hours and started opening for breakfast, which another perk of having the Wendy's on my drive to work was their breakfast. Really good, solid breakfast. Every time I would drive by it, I would be like, I have to get a breakfast Baconator. But as of December 29th of last year, they stopped serving breakfast, I assume, because they didn't get any deliveries because they're closing. Yeah, fries are the coldest thing. They're crispy, though, I guess. Not bad. I have definitely had worse. Bottle of water. That cleanses the palate for sure. So I saved the best thing as the last thing I'll eat at this Wendy's. Spicy nuggets. So here we go. Last nugget. Dip it. Here's to Wendy's. Excellent. So that is going to do it for that Wendy's. $7.69 it was after tax. So not horrible. And I got to add to my napkin stash here in my glove compartment. So I will do that. I will always take free napkins. I do appreciate that it's not Dasani water. I will drink Dasani, but I will not be happy about it. So I gotta show you guys this sky. Oh my gosh. So look at this sky. I'm not adding any filters or anything. I literally just pulled my phone out and pressed record here. So this parking lot, there's the Chick-fil-A right there. That's a Culver's right there. And this, I don't know what you would call it. This plaza right here was the only thing that used to be here prior to the Culver's and Chick-fil-A. And in there was an accounting place, a JJ's or a Shark's fish and chicken place, which I never ate at, and my favorite place that used to be there, Quiznos Sub. I used to go there all the time. My cousin worked there long time ago. That place closed so long ago. and it is now empty. But this is what's left here. So yeah, this used to be a Cub Foods, and then next to it, which is now a self-storage place, this wall is up now, next to it used to be a Walmart, which has moved. And the only thing left here that was here when I was growing up is on the far end, a Sam's Club, which is still here and going strong to this day. Yeah, but look at this sky. Wow. I think it's interesting that they're starting to build this area back up, you know, with the Chick-fil-A's and whatever's going to go in where Wendy's is right now. But I've noticed while I was living over here, we moved because this area kind of everything started to leave this area, and we needed a bigger house, my family at the time. So we moved west, still in Joliet. But there was a Radio Shack. I can see right over here where Boost Mobile is now. There was a Radio Shack. There was a tax place, and like so many other things that just left. There was an electrical supply place right across the street. There's hotels here. You can see one out my window here. That's a Quality Inn, I think, right there. There's hotels right here because I-80 is right here, just up the road, just up Larkin Avenue here. So, but the hotels are very shady, I guess is the word. Just looking at them, they're not well kept. They just don't seem managed very well. So this area kind of died for a while, and everything that came to the Joliet area came out to by 59, like 59 Plainfield area, Shorewood area, because that's where it's growing. And it seems like they're starting to invest. I don't know whether it's the city giving incentives or whatever, but when something closes here now, sometimes it does sit for a long time, but it seems like they're starting to add a lot more here. This Chick-fil-A was a Steak and Shake at one point. Not a long time ago, a couple years ago, it was a Steak and Shake. I used to go here a lot, but the same thing happened. Poor management, started to look really dirty. The food started to take a really long time. They got your order wrong half the time. Sometimes you didn't even get your order. They would be like, what did you order? And we're like, well, I've been sitting here for 15 minutes. So it sucked to see it close, but I knew something was coming because they tore the building down really quickly. And Chick-fil-A came very quickly thereafter. And I'm glad it's here because that is a place I frequent now. The next best grilled chicken sandwich behind Pop's, in my opinion. I think it'd be cool to do a video like ranking all the chicken sandwiches of like fast food places or even fast casual places. Just for my knowledge, my understanding, and even for you, if you're trying to be more healthy like I am. I say healthy, fast food. Chicken sandwich isn't really the best for you, but grilled chicken sandwich is still a little bit better than a breaded one. But, like I said, the Wendy's will close after today, and who knows what's coming, if that's going to sit there a long time. I've also heard rumors that the Pizza For You, which is right next to the Wendy's, is also closing. I don't know. I cannot confirm or deny it. But I'm over here. I might just run in there and grab a slice if they are in fact closing. I might have to investigate, so maybe we'll run in there real quick and investigate. Yeah, let's go do it. So I cannot confirm or deny whether the Pizza For You is closing. What I can confirm is that they do not do the slices on weekends, and it is a Sunday. I forgot about that. So I might just have to do it tomorrow for my lunch break if they're still open. But we'll see. This Burger King is still awful. It used to be much like the Wendy's, still awful. KFC, this used to be the same story as well. Used to have really poor service, and it is now a really great restaurant. You get your food pretty quickly. But yeah, that Burger King is still horrible. Up here on the left is my high school, where I went to high school. Joliet West. Tiger Proud. And since I have left in 2017, they have expanded rapidly, adding new security areas, new stuff, new entry points, and so on. But look at that sky in the distance. So I got my coffee, I got my groceries, and I got my Wendy's. I think it's time to just head home. I've got some tracking to do vocally. I just edited a video earlier for my main channel, Great Lakes Coasters. So be sure to check that out when it comes out tomorrow, Monday. Or today, I'm uploading the video Monday, but I'm recording this on Sunday. And then on Tuesday, the other page I'm a part of, the Somethings, the band I'm in, every Tuesday we put a cover out. So it is currently Sunday. We have a cover about 3/4 of the way recorded. It is the first of the month, the first week of the month. So we tend to do a Beatles song on the first week of the month. And we have Day Tripper about 80% of the way recorded. It just needs vocals. So I think I'm going to be going home and doing that with my brother. I'll try to catch a little bit of that, but just in the studio doing vocals. I know I mentioned it yesterday too in the video that came out, but this kind of resurgence of daily personal vlogging for me was brought on by the passing of Mr. Adam the Woo, of course. I was just mainly focusing on the band and Great Lakes Coasters, but I always had kind of an urge to do this vlog of kind of just everything, you know. And I used to do that on this channel with the adventure vlogs, where it was kind of the whole weekend. Instead of just the theme park, it was the whole weekend. But myself, I felt like I needed to split that up, because a lot of the vlogs, people would just watch the theme park section. So I think I'm can kind of keep it split up like that. So if you're into the theme park stuff, again, Great Lakes Coasters here on YouTube. There'll be a link below for that, and my band, The Somethings. I will admit I haven't watched them in probably the past 5 years, but YouTube a couple weeks ago started recommending his videos back to me, and I just fell back in love with that style of vlogging. So him, and definitely Sean Flaherty. If you're not familiar with him, he used to do a lot of vlogging as well. It was a lot of, like, he would record a whole month's worth of vlogs, and they would be all in one video. So that kind of personal style of vlogging really spoke to me, in that, like, going along with, you know, whether it was Sean or Adam, whether they were going to Japan or, you know, Orlando or wherever. But either way, headed back to the studio now to visit my brother. I'll give him his evaporated milk or sweetened condensed milk or whatever, and we'll do some recording. What a difference 20 minutes makes in the skyline here. It was just turning to nighttime, and now it is pretty much dusk nighttime here. Yeah, I'm not lying, it is 4:56 right now. So yeah, could be a little depressing, especially if you were just now getting off work and started work early, like a sort of like a 6 to 5 thing. It's dark in the morning when I wake up, and it's dark in the morning when you go home. So a little depressing in the winter, but you can still make the most of it. There's still plenty of stuff to do, I guess. I guess what I was getting at with the whole Adam thing I was talking about earlier, I lost track of my thought process there for a minute, but he took a lot of road trips, and he was talking about doing more here in 2026, US based. And I tend to try to do one park visit a month. I'd like to explore some of the other things around, well, whether it's the park or the city or the area. I'd like to do the Route 66 trip. I don't know that I could take that much time off work right now, though, is the only thing. So maybe like a not a San Antonio, maybe like a California trip at one point, or a Arizona trip, or, you know, just an Illinois trip down Route 66 would be cool, I guess. Maybe I'll do that. I'll do the Illinois Route 66 stretch, because there's a lot of small towns here in Illinois, and we have some of the giants here as well, the Route 66 giants, which are really cool to check out. There's one here about 20 minutes away from me in Wilmington, so they're cool to check out. I think that would be awesome to do, and I don't know, maybe that'll be something I do, the Illinois section of Route 66. Exciting stuff, I know. taking the easy way out. Got a good reason for taking the easy way out now. I'd have to figure out what that is. Okay, so we finished the track, which will come out on Tuesday on the Somethings channel on YouTube. So Day Tripper is done. Successful Wendy's trip, grocery trip, and coffee acquired. I'm just sitting here once over in my video before I upload it to YouTube for the Great Lakes Coaster channel. And then it'll be bedtime. So back to work tomorrow. The holiday break is over for me. Be back to work. So getting up a little early. Oh well. Fun times. We enjoy it. Thanks for watching this one. And we'll catch you guys in the next one.